Hello, this is Rachel live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney, and you're watching the Early Trades, a market open report. The S&P ASX 200 is up today, gaining 0.47%. Over the last 5 days, the index has gained 1.57% and is currently 1.36% off its 52-week high. The top performing stocks in this index are Luca Resources up 5.77% and AUB Group up 5.5%. Tech stocks are leading the opening losses. Life 360 slid 3.1% and Block was down 1.7%. Let's take a look at some of the stocks making a buzz today in the opening session of the ASX. Now, the Pendal Group has announced it's received a conditional non-binding indicative proposal from Perpetual to acquire 100% of the shares in Pendal by way of scheme of arrangement. The indicative proposal is for consideration of 1 Perpetual share for every 7.5 Pendal shares plus $1.67 cash for each Pendal share. The value of the indicative proposal will fluctuate daily in line with the Perpetual share price. Based on the proposed component of scrip consideration, Pendal shareholders would own approximately 48% of the merged entity. Space, that's a space-powered radio frequency reconnaissance data as a service company, successfully launched its third satellite cluster called the Patrol mission over the weekend on board the Transporter 4 SpaceX mission. The orbital transfer vehicle carrying the 4 Patrol mission satellites was launched successfully from Cape Canaveral in Florida. It's been successfully deployed into 500 kilometers sun synchronous orbit, which is a particular kind of polar orbit. This means they're synchronized to always be in the same fixed position relative to the sun. After the deployment, satellite builder Innovative Solutions in Space will assist with launch and early operation phase support, including in-orbit system commissioning and final maneuvering of the satellites into their operational formation. And Akora Resources has completed a capital raise of $3.5 million via a share placement of around 11.5 million new ordinary shares at 32 cents per share to sophisticated and institutional investors. Very strong investor support resulted in the placement being oversubscribed by existing and new shareholders, subsequently requiring some scaling to accommodate the interest. Rimfire Pacific Mining advises that shallow drilling at the Melrose prospect has returned strongly anomalous levels of nickel, cobalt and scandium from multiple drill holes. Melrose lies within the Avondale project, which is located within the highly prospective Lachlan, Oregon of central New South Wales. Pepper Money has executed a binding agreement to acquire a 65% interest in Stratton Finance for $78 million. The acquisition is subject to Foreign Investment Review Board approval and other customary conditions. It's expected to complete in the third quarter of 2022. The transaction values Stratton at $120 million on a debt-free, cash-free basis, with the 63% interest acquired by Pepper Money in part funded from a drawdown on Pepper Money's corporate debt facility and in part from existing Pepper Money cash. Well, that's all for the Early Trade Show for now. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV. We've got many more shows lined up for you with live updates across the economy, markets and sectors. This is Rachel signing off for now.